Hi, everyone. So glad to be here. My name is Allysa Packard, as was said. I am an opera singer and a voice teacher. I live in Arlington, Virginia, just outside of DC. And I got my degree, my master's degree in opera performance, graduating in 2018, and then wanting to move forward with music and wanting to earn money as I was doing auditions, I decided to start building my own studio. So I have a private studio as well as working at another studio within the area. And within the last several months, I came across Fabiana and all the wonderful work that she is doing and was able to connect with her. And I'm starting to make shifts in my studio so that it can grow in a way that I am starting to envision, as well as I don't think can even comprehend yet. So it's very exciting. Before I started the program, it was a lot of feeling like I'm hitting the same grind over and over and over again, especially in my teaching studio of, okay, I only have this much time, or I'm starting to feel burned out with how many hours I need to schedule. And knowing that I want more time for performing, more time to hone in on my own craft. Um, and wanting to also streamline things, make better systems, make better processes for me and my students, that would allow us to move forward and progress together, both as students and as a teacher and a guide.
Gotcha. And what prompted you to, say yes to joining, my programs and being in my world? What was the thing that motivated you to say, I'm not just going to continue being in this stuck place, but I'm going to actually change it and take a leap of faith and work with Fabiana?
It was a couple things. The first thing was, I mean, even starting to hear about some of your master classes and just, you feel like in your same place? Do you feel like you can earn more? And I was like, yes, I feel like there is more than just where I currently am. And then meeting with you and the light that you have and the energy that you have and the passion for how you are changing the lives for many musicians, was something that I connected to and felt like I related to, and was a similar energy to things that I already know and believe in my life. And so wanted to be a part of that and allow that to grow in my studio as well. It was, I mean, it was an awesome process. And I think one, even you were just saying earlier, like it's not a one and done, which is something I'm continuing to learn as I've walked through the process of figuring out at least one of my stories, right, that I can share with people, and recognizing how many different ways that can relate to not only my students, but people around me, um, has allowed me to recognize like, oh, I do have more to share than I even thought before. And recognizing that even if you're in a place of struggle or things like that, those are things that are to be shared so that other people can know, one, they're not alone, and two, that there are people around them that want to help and be a part of that journey. And so providing that story and clarity with your guidance has been super helpful. And then learning that there's something that I can offer to people with that story, and to continue to make that more defined, has been really powerful. And knowing that I don't have to have, even though sometimes it's scary, I don't have to have all the answers right away, and that's okay. I will continue to find the answers as we work through the process. And it's been cool to see how people have connected with that in some things that I'm like, well, I don't know if people are going to be into that, if they'll like it. And already having a client that expresses appreciation for that, and another client that's coming in that also has said, this is a really cool process and I'm really excited about it. It just continues to blow my mind, just like, oh, like, this is awesome. You think that this is as cool as I do. And we're going to embark on this journey together. So to be honest, in the call as I was doing it, it was terrifying. And walking them through the process and saying, okay, this is what's going to be a part of, giving them some of the details, but and then extending the offer was totally terrifying. And then as the person sits there with that for a second, they were like, that makes sense. Let's do it. And again, that was just another moment of confidence building and reality of people really want this and they do recognize the value in it. So that was a big mind shift that I'm continuing to grow in, of the right clients and the right people that you're supposed to connect with. They are ready for that. They are ready for that investment. And so it was just really cool because that same client emailed me afterwards and was like, thank you for setting this up. And I was just blown away. And so just continuing to recognize that there will be more opportunities like that as I share my story and connect with more people has been really cool and continues to open my mind to new opportunities. I mean, it's amazing. It's awe-inspiring. Every time someone posts, I'm like, this is really happening. And so just continuing to put yourself in that energy is really cool, and recognizing I can do that too. I mean, sometimes it can feel overwhelming, but the fact that it's happening constantly and consistently to so many is just a testament of taking those small steps to open the door for not only yourself but for those around you. And so it's an awesome energy just to see how quickly everyone has got like dives into it and is just so in the process and making next steps. Like I am just constantly in awe of the group and the way that they are constantly, I'm doing this thing, I'm doing this thing. And also the way we connect, because people ask a question as we all are continuing to clarify our story and our offer and how we're running our systems. And I'm like, oh, me too. And so just continue to recognize we're all working on this. And you say this many times, like our journeys all happen at different paces, but we're all moving the same direction, and that's what's important. And so to be able to see and to become a community in your group and then continuing those relationships outside to support each other has been really awesome. Yeah, it can be you. That's I mean, it's about taking those right steps. And if these things that you're learning are resonating with you, it's a wonderful place to be. And you will just continue to find those things that will continue to resonate with you in this program, and Fabiana does such a wonderful job of like taking you step by step in finding what you need to bring out the best in you as a musician with these new and more efficient and higher goals. So if you're feeling that tug, don't ignore it. That would be my advice, because it will lead you to places that you can't, like, you are beginning to see and will continue to come to fruition.